Botanic Garden of Bochum. It is run by University of Bochum. It is located between Chemnade Lake and the university. The garden was opened in 1971 by the University of Bochum, mostly for university research purposes. The garden possesses most of the plants from around the world. It is one of 10 biggest botanic gardens in Germany. Germany in total has 90 botanic gardens. As mentioned by the director of the garden, Thomas Stutzel, the total area of the botanic garden is 14 hectares, from which 5,000 square meters are the greenhouses. About half of the area of greenhouses are open to the public. Visitors of the garden are mainly from Bochum and neighboring cities. It's a perfect place for those who want to forget about time, at least until 6 p.m. in summer and 4 p.m. in winter when the garden closes. The garden usually has many visitors, especially on weekends, and the entrance is free.
I don't know how long university will pay all that and offer it to the public for free, but presently it is free.
Tourists also visit the garden. Of course, they don't come here intentionally, but if they visit the urban area, they also visit the garden. Basically, the only people visiting the garden intentionally are scientists.
Visiting scientists come from China, from Russia, from South Africa. There is hardly any country that has not been visiting the garden.
The garden has around 15,000 species of plants. According to Mr. Stutzel, it's 3 times the total number of species in Germany. The greenhouses are sorted by 4 groups: tropical house, desert house, savanna house, alpine house, and accordingly hold plants from these regions of the world.
The garden is organized geographically. If you enter a greenhouse, the western part is New World, the eastern part is Old World.
In addition to human visitors, animals also find peace in the garden. No wonder, the scale of the garden is quite big, and some friendly animals think it's a perfect forest for them to live.
We have bees, we have one of the few native snakes in the garden, but it's not a poisonous snake. We have many birds, but these live totally wild. They can go, they can get in whenever they want, so they are not part of the garden.
And this is the Chinese garden. It is right in the middle of the garden. Chinese garden was created between 1986 to 1990 and renovated in 2001. The renovation was a contribution by the Tongji University in Shanghai as a sign of friendship. It is named Qianyuan, Qian Garden, reflecting a memory of poet Tao Qian and laid out in the southern Chinese style. Chinese garden is really just another world. You have the waterfall with its refreshing sound. You have the pond in the center with different beautiful plants, which is really a pleasure to look at. Some fish in the pond and of course Chinese environment. You can just lie on some rocks or a bench and live in the moment.